Welcome on in to the East Coast Invitational, the College Dreamstream series powered by Baseball Youth Philly. Nick Earnshaw here taking you through today's game. We have another great game on hand today. We have some great teams lined up. Baseball U PA Philly, their 16U squad, will be batting first here up against the 17U Marlins team. 16U just play a little earlier from NJ. On the mound for the Marlins is Yeager. Looking to get it rolling. Cole Yeager out of Chambersburg, PA, right-handed pitcher, 6'3", 180 pounds. Getting a couple of warm-up pitches in here before we start this game. Starting a little earlier here today. Scheduled 2:20 start. Going to start a little before that. Hopefully we can keep the rain off. Looks like the teams are both ready. Matthew Mullen going to lead things off for Baseball U PA Philly. Live here on BFA Sports comes Matthew Mullen. And the first pitch from Yeager. Fouled back, out of play. And we're underway here at Skip Wilson Field. Yeager gets a sign. Mullen calls time. And the pitch. Another foul ball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. To Matthew Mullen. Yeager ready to go quickly, working fast. Shakes off a couple of signs. The pitch. Little outside for a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Yeager going to be a senior next year. The pitch. Breaking ball. It's popped up. He's going to make a play off the mound, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Little athleticism from the pitcher out there in Yeager. So 1 away here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring up Jack Sayre. Sayre, St. Joe's prep product. Second batter of today's ball game. And here's the pitch. Little upstairs for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes to Sayre. Shortstop for this Baseball U Philly squad. Pitch from Yeager. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate. Good cut from Sayre in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the first. 1 out here. Skip Wilson Field. The pitch. Fouled back. So Sayre's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sayre, the starting shortstop today. And the pitch. A little low in the dirt. Waste pitch from Yeager. Yeager working fast. Gets his sign. The pitch. Looks like it was off the glove of the catcher Eckerson. Anthony Eckerson, Lacey Township High School. Full count. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's a strikeout for Yeager. 2 away here in the top of the first inning. A good upstairs fastball. Quick working from Yeager. He's already back on the mound, ready to go. And that'll bring up Ryan Weber. Commit to Army. Pitch. Fouled away down the first base line. So no balls and 1 strike. Yeager getting ahead of batters early so far here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch. That ball is lined into right field. It's going to be foul just over the first baseman's head. Ball was softly hit. Bell didn't really have a play on it. Over at first. Here's the pitch from Yeager. Winds, kicks. That ball's lined up the middle. Just past the shortstop out into center field. That'll be the first base hit for Ryan Weber. First hit for Baseball U Philly. And 1 man's aboard here in the top half of the first inning. And that'll bring up the DH, Mike Kramer. Looking to get something going. Baseball U Philly. Had 10 hits and 10 runs yesterday. Quick ball game. Here's the pitch. Little low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Kramer. Runner on first is Weber. Base hit. First hit of the ball game today. And Yeager gets his sign from the stretch. Kicks, deals, fires. That ball is fouled back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Kramer will step back into the box. So Yeager will get his sign. He looks over at first at Weber. Weber gets his lead, dancing a little bit over at first. The pitch. There he goes. Weber goes. Hit and run. That ball will be a base hit as a second baseman was going to cover the bag. The throw to third is not in time. Kramer will get into second on the throw. It's getting a little juicier in the top of the first inning as runners now in scoring position at second and third. Weber over at third base. Kramer lands into second on a base hit. Great execution on the hit and run by Baseball U Philly. As now with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. That'll bring up the catcher in Hirsch, Dylan Hirsch. 2 runners on. The pitch in there for a called strike. Marlins got two quick outs to start the first inning. And then 2 straight base hits by Baseball U Philly. Second pitch in there for a called strike. So Yeager ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Hurst. The pitch. That ball is lined up the middle. That's a base hit. That's going to score 1 run. Here comes the throw to home. Could it score 2? It's cut off. Not in time. And Mike Kramer scores all the way from first as Hurst brings in both runs. A little 2-out rally for this Baseball U Philly squad. And they're up 2-0 here in the first inning. Get another replay. This base hit from Hirsch. Right up the middle, just doing it. A little small ball. Hit and run to get this rally going, and then Hirsch drives in both runs. Got to wonder if that ball's not cut off. Might have to play at the plate. It's the first pitch to Evan Hawks is in there for a strike. A ball. So 1 ball and no strikes to Hawks. The pitch in there, called strike. So 2-0 here at Skip Wilson Field. Marlins down 2. Baseball U Philly. A little 2-out rally. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Like Evan Hawks thought that might have been a little upstairs, but it's in there for a called strike. Yeager trying to get out of this jam. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. So the count will even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Evan Hawks. Hawks, a product of Pennsbury High School. Center fielder for this Baseball U Philly team. Gets the pitch from Yeager. There goes the runner. The throw down to second. Not in time. And Dylan Hirsch. A couple of RBIs in this one. And a stolen base just here in the top of the first inning. All of this coming with 2 outs. 2-0, 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter Hawks. Yeager looks over at second base from the stretch. Kicks, deals, fires. That ball is jam shot over to first base, and it is caught by Bell. That'll end the top of the first inning. We'll be back with more right here on BFA Livestream. And we're back here on BFA live stream, the East Coast Invitational College Dreamstream series, powered by Baseball Youth Philly. Nick Earnshaw here on the call.
And doing a good job at that.
Ah, we joined Al Fisher joining me.
Yeah,
having fun.
I'm just wondering if you're trying to take my job, Nick. Yeah, I'm listening. You're like on point. You're filling in the gaps. I'm like,
it's all the radio in me.
Left fielder went to right, and number 5's on left.
and you heard that right on air.
Yeah.
Left fielder moved to right. And would you say who came in?
Number 5.
Okay.
It's like John Tom show.
Yeah, we almost
Out
started
to left field.
We almost started this inning without a right fielder.
I know. That wouldn't have been good. Try to hit everything out there, right?
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Ball's line foul. Caruso up to bat.
So, Nick, this might be a good one today.
Yeah, it's
Two
going to be
teams
fun.
are going to be that are hungry to win this game. They both have the pride on the line. And
that one's lined into center field. That'll be caught for the first out of the inning. Yeah, now both teams yesterday shut out both their opponents. So this is going to be a good one today.
Yeah, I believe I heard the Marlins won 9-0 yesterday.
9-0. Baseball U Philly 10-0.
Wow.
Already up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. As the Marlins come to bat. 1 out.
Get a group of young men, a lot of testosterone, a lot of pride on the line. You could get a little chippy.
Good. Jake Arnaud, the batter now. Curveball. Little upstairs.
Close.
As the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. On one pitch. Little inside for a ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Martin on the bump for Baseball U Philly. Grounded over to short. On 1 hop. Throw over is not in time. It's a little high, so an error for Baseball U Philly. That was a shortstop, Jack Sayre, on the throw. Kind of airmailed it over to first base.
Yeah, he fielded that ball nice and clean. It just seemed like he rushed it after he made a clean play and probably felt a little rush to get the runner who gave a strong 90.
Getting our official lineup change here. Throw over from Martin, not in time. Yeah, the first baseman, Cruz, did his best Air Jordan impression. Trying to get up there.
Did he have the tongue out too when he did it?
I might have saw it.
All right.
I might have saw it. That ball's lined over a second. This could be 2. It's bobbled. Plays only to first base as Mullins able to get 1 out. Got a lot of time over there. Just kind of rushed it. Was able to knock it down. So they're able to get 1.
It's one of those classic moments where the second baseman knows he's got a great opportunity to turn 2, and he kind of took his eye off it for a second, but recovered nicely. Really did a nice job of recovering.
Yeah, did a great job. You want to at least get 1 in that scenario as Jimmy Bell steps to the plate. James Buchanan High School product. Pitch from Martin. Breaking ball a little out. Martin gets his sign. The pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike.
That's a
nice
filthy breaking
curveball.
ball. Filthy breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Need a Tide Pod for that breaking ball. It was so dirty.
Here's the pitch. In there, called strike, fastball. And now Martin's ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Martin doing a nice job of mixing up his pitches, showed the breaking ball, and then snuck another one on the inside corner.
I'll get his sign from the catcher, Hirsch. Pitch, runner goes from second. Another hit and run we've seen here in the top of the first inning. Bobbled by the shortstop, throw to first, not in time. That's a second error. That's going to be a runner across home plate. That'll be a run. The Marlins cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1. As Sayre kind of bobbled it a little bit and rushed the throw, gets by the first baseman in Cruz. So costly mistake. He's having an unearned run as the Marlins cut it in half.
Yeah, definitely a costly error there by the shortstop. Again, a little challenge with the receiving the baseball, fielding it clean, therefore rushing himself. And an errant throw for the first run of the game for the Marlins.
Jack Rivlin step to the plate for the Marlins. A runner on second base. 2 outs. Another 2-out rally here in the first inning. It's the pitch. Fouled away. Counts even. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's going to be a tight contest. As we saw yesterday, these are 2 really good teams. Shut out both of their opponents. And a lot of offense here early on. Martin gets his sign from the stretch. Kicks, deals, fires, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Rivlin. Rivlin, a Marlboro High School product. Had 2 singles yesterday. Yesterday's ball game. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It looked like it got him. Yeah.
It got him.
Took one for the team there. We have ice. A little bit of ice here. So Rivlin will take first.
Here's the bad part of that is the runner's got to go back to second base, even though he had the base stolen. It's a dead ball play.
Yep.
Therefore, he misses the opportunity to have runners at corners and only 90 feet away from scoring.
So Rivlin will take first. Runner will stay at second base. And Martin trying to get out of a 2-out jam.
Almost like you would hope the batter could have gotten out of the way because it was an inside pitch. You still get third and an opportunity to knock in a run.
Still a runner in scoring position over at second in Bell. It's Tice McConaughey. He'll step to the plate. Kind of a big day yesterday. 3 doubles.
That'll do wonders for a slugging percentage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Curveball in there. Called strike. Martin's having that curveball working early in the ball game. He's getting it over for strikes. If you can command that pitch, it can be lethal. Bottom of the first, 2-1 score. Baseball U Philly lead it in the Marlins. 2 outs, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, runners go, and it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Martin gets out of the jam, only gives up 1 unearned run. 2 runners left, and we'll go to the top of the second here on the BFA live stream. And we're back here on BFA live stream. Nick Earnshaw alongside Al Fisher at Skip Wilson Field for the East Coast Invitational. College Dreamstream series powered by Baseball Youth Philly is Cole Yeager back on the mound. He up 2 runs in the first inning, looking to settle down here in the second out.
Yeah, Nick, I wanted to mention one thing. Game changer is a big part of this as well, and it's a great avenue, a great, what I guess it's the only best way to describe it, a great avenue for all these young athletes being able to be seen by college coaches across the country. You know, you don't know where you want to go. Someone sees you on this college, the Dreamstream series. They got clips of each player on there. When you go onto that site, actually you click on your son's name or your player's name and
see all the
right there, all the
highlights, the
highlights.
stats.
It's unbelievable.
It's awesome.
Accumulated stats.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you get to hear your wonderful voice too in the live stream.
Get to hear your voice too in some of these plays. It's great. First pitch, it's fouled off.
Well, Doug would like to censor me though.
I did hear that on one of the previous games.
Yeah.
He wanted to cut your mic off. That'll bring up John Tom Show. That ball's fouled away again. So no balls and 2 strikes. Yeager gets ahead in the count. John Tom Show, an Upper Marion product. The pitch, a little low for a ball.
Yeah, going the last half inning with Martin on the mound, he actually pitched very, very well. Was hitting his spots. His breaking pitches were great. Unfortunately, a couple of errors in the field caused that unearned run to come across the board, but he has nothing to hang his head about. It's definitely one of those situations where his stuff was very strong, very good.
He was working that curveball as well.
Yep.
It was getting it over for strikes. As Yeager wastes a pitch, gets away from the catcher. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, counts even here in the top of the second inning. Baseball U up 2-1 over the NJ Marlins. Pitch from Yeager in there, swing and a miss, struck him out.
85-mile-an-hour fastball coming out of the arm of that young man.
Yeager doing a good job hitting his spots.
He's just getting warmed up.
We'll bring up Ben Seidler. Lefty. First pitch swing and fouls it back
Our very own
over us.
Our very own Nick Penza likes to live on the edge. He just goes walking behind the home plate, right in the middle of a
Got a little bit of airtime.
Foul ball.
A little bit of
Kicks him, hits him in the noggin. That's not going to be pretty.
the ball's in there, a little low in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Nick said, "Hey, I'm just going to walk right behind you."
He's all business. That's why.
Yeah,
Gives him some great
like-
shots on the field.
does a great job. 1-1 pitch. Little outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitch a little 83 miles an hour. Had a little bit of a tail on it, so I don't know if that's a slider that he's throwing there. I'm gonna take a look at it again.
Here's the pitch. That ball is lined down the first base line. It is foul.
He's climbing the ladder with his pitches. That was 86 miles an hour on his fastball.
The count will even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Velocity from Yeager, as Al mentioned. It's climbing up there a little bit, getting into the high 80s. Let's see what he comes with here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kicks, steals, fires. That ball is popped up into right field, going back on it and making the catch.
Wow. Talk about a man who's got it going on. He just casually cruising to that baseball in right field, makes a nice play. That ball was carrying out in right field.
Great job by Seidler out there. It just kind of kept carrying. Not a ton of wind out here, but enough for it to carry. And look at the second out of the inning here in the top of the second.
We had earlier, the breeze was blowing. It felt like to dead center. Could have been to right center as well, but the ball did carry.
Pitch from Yeager. Little upstairs.
86 miles an hour again.
It's 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch, little outside. Fastball, 84 on the gun. KJ Fryband. Holy Ghost Prep. Standing at 5'9", 150 pounds. Next pitch is a little inside for a ball. So we'll count a run to 3-0.
Yeager staying in that mid-80s range, just 85 miles an hour in that fastball. 84, 85, 86 we've seen so far.
And he hits him.
Oh,
So it's right on the back. Yeager losing a little bit of control here on Fryban, and he'll take first base here with 2 outs.
let's see if we got that on the game changer replay. There it is.
See
Right
it
on
again.
cue. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, right on the upper
Right on the
part of
backside.
Yeah, right on the upper end of the backside. That's the bad spot right there.
Right on the backside. It's probably the best place.
Now, at my
for it.
age, I'm so rickety. Any spot on me is bad side.
They'll bring up Mason Cruz. He fouls one back into the trees.
Fans go ducking.
I went ducking a little bit.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to ricochet. No balls and 1 strike.
Everybody did the foul ball cover with the hands up, moving their heads.
Yeager from the stretch. Kicks, fires. 82 on that one. Looked like a breaking pitch. Maybe a slider. I think you're right.
Mhm.
A little movement on there. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Cruz. And here's the pitch. A little outside. So falls behind here again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Good hitters count for Cruz. Runner over on first is Fryban.
The baseball moms here picked up that foul ball, showing some good arm there. You might want to sign her up.
And that ball is lined the other way, in for a base hit. And now runners on first and second.
Baseball U answering back.
Conahay gets the ball in, and yeah, 2 outs in the first inning. They got things rolling. Same kind of thing here happening in the top half of the second inning. A little meeting on the mound. Try and calm Yeager down. Bell goes over to talk as well as the catcher Eckerson.
Main thing you want to do is work deep counts and keep the pitcher out in that mound in this heat, throwing the baseball and making his pitches. Because it's going to wear him down mentally. The heat's going to beat you down physically, and mentally it just compounds it. And you might be able to kind of chip away at him.
Sun came back out a little bit as well, so you're definitely feeling it out there on the mound.
It's like an oven out there.
Swing and a miss. They'll bring up Aiden Kenny, out of Pennsbury. A couple of teammates on this squad from Philly. The swing and a miss. So Yeager gets ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Yeager checking on the runner. The pitch. Fouled back off the catcher. It's a good swing there by Aiden Kenny. Extra hitter. The lineup change was made. Kenny will step back in. Behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Yeager, sign, pitch, struck him out. And that'll end the top of the second inning. Yeager able to get out of a little bit of a jam with 2 outs, but a great job to come back and strike out Kenny. So 2 runners left. 2 runners on first and second, able to get on. And we will go to the bottom of the second right here from Skip Wilson Field, right on BFA live stream. Welcome back to BFA Livestream. Nick Earnshaw alongside Al Fisher for the East Coast Invitational, the College Dreamstream Series.
It's hard to
me.
say.
Woo,
Nick,
it's a
it is.
mouthful.
I've tongue-tied it many times.
Powered by the Baseball Youth Philly. As the pitch from Martin goes out for a second inning of work. Just misses for a ball.
And I mean just misses.
They'll bring up Michael Vaccarino, Toms River High School East product. His next pitch is in there for called strikes. One ball and one strike.
Almost the same spot, but we're not being critical.
Not judging.
Not at all.
Not judging.
Not at all.
It's pitch from Martin. Ball's fouled back. So the counter run 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 lead for Baseball U Philly over the 17U NJ Marlins.
Martin walking middle out so far. Let's see if he comes inside on this pitch.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just.
Ooh, no,
he got a late call from the home plate umpire. Was waiting for him. Gets the strikeout looking. A great pitch by Martin. As we mentioned early on, he's been getting that curveball working right on the outside part of the plate. Great pitch. Had the batter fooled.
Nice job by the receiver, as Coach Tom Ryder likes to say. Framing it out nicely.
First pitch is in there for a called strike to Coleman. Ryan Coleman. We're at second base today. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Martin picking up where he left off. Just pounding the zone. Very in control of his pitches.
Looks settled in out there here in the top of the second. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs. Gets Coleman swinging for the second out of the inning. A really good pitch right there by Martin, as on the second strike, he fooled him a little bit with the curveball. Came back with the high heat. As Martin really working at 2 straight strikeouts here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, it was an 82-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone. The batter could not catch up with.
First pitch, low and away. That'll bring up Benitez. Andrew Benitez out of the Dominican Republic. Looks at ball 2. So he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. After the first 2 batters, Martin was able to get ahead, but falls behind here. Benitez, the DH in this Marlins lineup. As he lines one into right center field, going back on it, and can't make the play. And Benitez is going to slide into second base.
Yeah, I think the right fielder lost that one in the sun a little bit. Could
Looked
not
like
quite
it.
judge it. Let's see if we got that on the game changer replay for you. Here it is.
As it was a pop fly into right field. Trying to make the play. The sun's tough out there.
Oh, we got the high noon a little after almost 3 o'clock, but anytime between 12 and 4, that sun is up there and pretty blinding.
Yeah, Seidler trying to make the play, just trying to battle the sun, but couldn't make the catch. And there'll be a runner on second for the NJ Marlins. So 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. And Baseball U Philly has had a couple plays here in this game that have given up base runners, a couple of errors. So 1 ball and no strikes. That'll bring up Sanson. As Martin falls behind to the second batter in a row, Gavin Sanson ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on second base. 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning.
See if the Marlins can make something happen with 2 outs again.
Pitch. That ball is chopped to Martin back on the mound. He makes the play. Going to throw over to first base and get the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 runner left. We'll go to the top of the third. Baseball U Philly leads it 2-1. And we're back here on BFA live stream. Nick Earnshaw alongside Al Fisher here at Skip Wilson Field, East Coast Invitational College Dreamstream Series, powered by Baseball Youth Philly. As we head to the top of the third, Baseball Youth Philly, they lead at 2-1 here over the NJ Marlins. Tight-knit ball game here, Al.
Tight-knit ball game. And you know what? It's with Yeager throwing in the velo, he's throwing at, keeping the Baseball U batters a little off base. But you know what? They're getting on base. They're finding ways to get on.
First pitch is chopped over to the shortstop. Nice play over to first, just not going to be in time.
And there you go. Exactly what we're talking about. Yeager's pitching very well, and you get a soft roller to short. Well played by the shortstop. Just got down the line quick, and they're creating base runners.
So a leadoff infield hit for the Marlins. I'll bring up Caruso. Excuse me, it'll bring up Jack Sayre. As Matt Mullen was aboard first inning for the first at-bat. Sayre looks at the first pitch to strike. St. Joe's prep product, standing at 5'10", 160 pounds. As Yeager looks over at first. Checks him twice. It's a sign. Kick, steals, fire, showing bunt is Sayre.
Nice
He's going to
one.
get it down. And no play is going to be made at first. And he throws to second.
They
and
got
he's
him at
out.
second.
Sayre.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. Sayre caught napping going around second base. And a nice heads-up play by the third baseman.
Yeah, I believe that was Sayre. Here's the play again on Game Changer, but Sayre does a nice job of dropping the bunt.
It was a great bunt. Would have worked out. He was going to be safe at first as there was going to be no throw. But then they get Sayre, Mullen, hanging
Mullen.
dry
Yep.
at second base.
That's tough. That's tough. That's a well-executed bunt.
So one away. The first pitch is fouled off.
Always got to keep your head on a swivel when you're a base runner. You never know what can happen. Even if you think you've gotten that bag and you made that turn, it's a great learning lesson for Mullen over there at second base. So, he'll shake it off and come back.
Yeah, because Vaccarino, he bobbled it, had no play at first, but good heads up and good awareness play by him to throw to second to get Sayre. So to get Mullen, is a nice play by the shortstop. He's going to throw back to first base. It's going to be a double play as it was Rivlin, the nice catch. And we're going to see it here back on the replay. My goodness.
It's just split. Look at that
goodness.
play. Wow.
The thrower to first base. That's heads up play right there. And a nice showing of athleticism by the shortstop Rivlin. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning right here on BFA live stream. And we're back here on BFA live stream as Martin's back for another inning of work. And first pitch swinging is Caruso. And it'll be popped out for the first out of the inning. Quick out for Martin here.
I like the way the Cruz was actually yelling ball, 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 ball. It's almost like he was calling it, first of all, to make sure no one was around him. But secondly, he was focusing himself, right? So sometimes you have a tendency to kind of, the eyes go the other way when you're worried about what's around you. But he was saying ball, 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 saying he had it, but he was focusing on the baseball at the same time.
Yeah, great communication out there. As Anthony Eckerson is going to step into the plate. Behind the dish today for the Marlins. As Martin gets his sign. The windup, kicks, deals, fires. That ball is popped up in the left field. Great communication again as the left fielder in Tom Show will make the catch.
Two pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, and a lot of communication out there. Same kind of thing, calling for the ball. Called everyone off. And Tom Show gets second out. So two quick outs for Martin here. In the bottom of the third. His first pitch is in there for a strike. Carbone steps in, right fielder for the Marlins. Breaking ball just misses. And the count goes even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Grounded the shortstop. It's bobbled. Still has some time. Throws it over to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the top of the 4th right here on BFA Livestream. And we're back here on BFA Livestream for the East Coast Invitational. College Dreamstream series powered by Baseball Youth Philly. Nick Earnshaw alongside Al Fisher.
They don't want to hear about me. They just want to hear about Nick Earnshaw. That's all they want to hear.
They got to hear you too, Al. You're giving some great analysis on this ball game as Mikey Kramer steps to the plate. Now 0-1. Yeager out there for his 4th inning of work. Second pitch to Kramer. A little low for a ball, so 1 ball and 1 strike.
Looks like he's starting off with a bunch of breaking balls and off speed so far. Let's see if he tries to sneak a fastball.
Tried it. Little inside, 83 on the gun.
And again, that one's sliding away, sliding into the right-handed batter. So it's got some pretty good movement.
2 balls and 1 strike. A little outside for a ball. Kind of went back to that same pitch, except this one was a little out instead of in. So 3-1 the count. And that ball just misses. And that'll be a leadoff walk for Kramer. And that'll bring up Hirsch.
Again, Baseball U finding ways to get runners on board. Really important to get the leadoff batter on. Get a bat right there.
Hirsch, 2 RBIs today's ball game. And he'll ground one over the third baseman's head. That's going to get through on the left side. And Hirsch with another base hit, his second of the day. And runners on first and second, nobody out. As Yeager allows the first 2 base runners to get aboard.
Something different now. Baseball U putting some runners on board without 2 routes, right? So good opportunity to continue to manufacture runs, right? Maybe go small ball right here.
Bring up Evan Hawks. And that ball, that's going to be lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Here comes the runner from second. He's going to score easily. The throw is cut off. And an RBI base hit for Hawks as he extends the lead for Baseball U Philly and is now 3-1.
Big hit there. Great spot. I talked about small ball, and instead comes up and laces one to left field.
Get a replay on that. Great piece of hitting by Hawks. Pitcher just left over the middle of the plate, lining the left field for a base hit. That brought another run home. Now meeting on the mound. This could be it for Yeager. And Baseball U Philly getting the leadoff man on and then getting another base hit. So 2 runners on. Just a great piece of hit in the offense coming alive here in the 4th. That's what it's all about. If you can get that leadoff runner on, Al, I mean, that sets the tone for the inning, and you're able to do a little bit of damage. And that's what Baseball U Philly has done in this inning.
And it forces the pitcher to throw strikes.
Yep.
So now you're working more smaller area on the plate, right? And batters are actually being very selective of what pitches they want to hit, and that's a nice piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, Yeager left that last one over the middle of the plate. Hawks took it for a ride to left for a base hit and brought home a run. So a little bit of the same situation here for Toncho. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. First pitch, that is grounded to short. Oh, it's kicked by the shortstop. And that's going to bring home another run for Baseball U Philly. Vaccarino, the short. And he couldn't handle it. Made the nice play earlier.
I don't know if we have this on the game changer instant replay, but it almost looked like he got caught as that ball, the way it was hit, almost look at the top spin. If it looks right, there's a lot of top. Yeah, he got handcuffed. Yeah. He got handcuffed.
And I'll tell you what, Toncho went and got that one. That was a low pitch, off-speed pitch. He kind of dug it out there and put the bat on the ball.
Another job, nice job by Hawks, too, with his base running on that last play. Reading the ball and actually going from first to third on it.
So runners on the corners here in the top of the 4th inning. Ben Seidler stepping to the plate. It's a 4-1 game. Baseball U Philly leading the NJ Marlins. As the runner goes from first, it's popped up in the center field. This is probably going to score the runner from third. It will. So a sacrifice fly from Ben Seidler extends the lead to 5-1 here over the NJ Marlins. As Yeager kind of giving up a few runs here at the top of the 4th, getting a little tired out there. Was in a little velo on his pitches, leaving him out over the plate.
Very productive at bat by Seidler. Gets the ball deep enough to score the run in Hawks. And again, Hawks created that opportunity by reading that play. The kick by Macarino, and there goes the runner.
Throw to second is not going to be in time as it gets past second base. And be another runner in scoring position for Baseball U Philly. And Benitez is over covering, but throw was not in time. A big lead over at second base as Yeager checks the runner.
And Tomcho making a lot of the people think out there.
And time is called by Fryband at the plate. He took a big lead, and
He's got a nice lead out there at second.
a little low. Great job by the catcher in Eckerson. Keep that in front. There's a runner at second base. So 2 balls and no strikes. Yeager trying to find a way to get out of this one.
Yeah, Tomcho, very healthy lead at second base. May warrant a throw over there by Yeager. There he goes.
Their throw, nobody covering.
Yeah, that's almost like, hey, I see you. Making sure you get back to second base. Oh, they said it was a balk.
Oh, they're calling it a balk. So, let's see a replay.
Do we happen to have a game changer replay on that? We do. Let's see what he did.
Did he step off?
No,
No.
he didn't. He pivoted off the rubber.
Yeah, he kind of had a little hesitation
Yep.
on that pivot,
Yeah.
on that pivot foot. The umpire caught it, and it looks like they're going to talk about it. The umpire's here gathering. So we'll see what they come up with here, as NJ Marlins are not happy with the call.
Well, he has to disengage from the rubber to make a move.
Yeah.
Correct? If not,
Yeah.
he's got to come home.
Yes, correct. Looked like he hesitated on the disengagement.
Mhm.
So a 5-1 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. Baseball U Philly leading the NJ Marlins 5-1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're going to reverse the call.
Let's see it again. Can we run that back again? Not that we're here to make the umpires' lives any. I want to see why they're overruling.
I don't know. It was close. So
All right.
the umpires go back on their balk call, change the call, and runner will stay at second.
Nice work by the umpires that worked that one through.
It was close. We'll let it slide, but a 3-0 count. 3 runs allowed in this inning by the NJ Marlins, as the 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike.
Got our producers still talking about it over here.
Yeah.
They're still saying, hey, I'm not sure. I think it was a balk.
Umpires second guessing themselves a little bit as they make the change on the call. That ball is lined off the end of the bat. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Runner's going to come around from second to score. The balk call really doesn't matter, as Tom Show is going to score from second base. And an RBI single for the the Baseball U Philly.
The runs and the hits are raining right now.
They are.
Speaking of that, so we may want to mention during this live stream that it looks like we're going to move the last game. So that ball's flared out the left field.
Left field, nice play. It's caught.
It's been announced that the last game for today has been moved due to the potential inclement weather. So it will go off at 9 a.m. So any of you coaches that are looking to watch that game, if you do not see it, there is a reason, because we're postponing that until tomorrow morning.
Just a case of inclement weather, so it'll be played tomorrow. 6-1 ball game here in this one.
And because we don't want to get ourselves in the middle of a ball game and then all the equipment here and the potential of doing some damage, it's a decision for the safety of everybody and the safety equipment to postpone this game till tomorrow. The next game till tomorrow, I should say.
Aiden Kenny steps to the plate. Ball's a little upstairs, so 2 balls and no strikes. Yeager trying to get out of this one. 4 runs have scored in this ball game. 2 balls and no strikes. In there, called strike. 2-1 the count. Runner over at first is Fryband. So 3-1 the count. Yeager trying to get out of this one. That ball is a line shot in the left field.
Hit fairly deep.
It's playable, though. And that'll be the final out of the inning. So 4 runs come across in this one as the Baseball U Philly 16U team, they add some insurance here. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 6-1 is the score. Welcome back to BFA Live Stream. Nick Earnshaw here from Skip Wilson Field for the East Coast Invitational. College Dreamstream series is powered by Baseball Youth Philly. You can also check out the Game Changer app, box scores, stats, some highlights as well. As we have a new pitcher for Baseball Youth Philly, Aiden Kenny steps on the mound. The first pitch is fouled away. James Bell steps in. Sees a ball go by. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Score is 6-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Aiden Kenny coming in with a comfortable lead. Ball is skied into right field, battling the sun. And the play will be caught. He bobbled it. But what a play to battle the sun out there in right field as Matt Mullen able to make the play. First bobbled it. Let's see it again. It was a pitch off the end of the bat. A tough play by Mullen as it went in and out of his glove. My goodness, able to hang on for the first out of the inning, helping his pitcher Aiden Kenny out with some defense. First pitch breaking ball in there for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Jack Rivlin steps to the dish. It's a pitch. Ball is fouled away. Back behind home plate. Count goes to 1-1. And Rivlin steps back in to the batter's box. Everyone's ready. Kick, steals, fires. A little low. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Rivlin a little bit ahead in the count. In case you're wondering, the 5 o'clock start today. It's going to be pushed to tomorrow between the Philly Bandits and Baseball U CT. So if you're wondering the game after this is going to happen, it's going to be moved to tomorrow. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to Rivlin. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out from Skip Wilson Field. Nick Earnshaw here on the call. Pitch from Kenny. That ball is poked for a base hit down the first base line. And what a great piece of hitting by Rivlin off the end of the bat, able to poke it over the first baseman's head, Mason Cruz. And that'll be a base runner here for the Marlins as they got to get something going here in the fourth inning. That'll bring up Tyson McConaughey, Clear Spring High School product, standing at 6'2", 180 pounds. First pitch he sees, a little low for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. Runner over at first. Batter is McConaughey. Here's the pitch. A little outside. 77 on the gun. Took a little off there on the breaking ball. Wind starting to pick up here. Skip Wilson Field. Blowing out towards right field. Pitch. In there for a called strike. 1 out here. Runner over at first. McConaughey is the batter. Kenny gets his sign from the catcher Hirsch. Pitch. Fouled away. So Kenny heading the count here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpire gives him the green light to go. The runner from first goes. The throw will be in time. Hirsch with a laser to get the runner over at second, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. We'll go to the top of the top of the 5th inning. It's not the first here on the BFA live stream. Welcome back here to Skip Wilson Field. Nick Earnshaw here on the call. And if we could see that replay to end the bottom of the 4th as Hirsch with an absolute laser to end the inning. I mean, what a play, what a tag. Great job all around. Matt Mullen placing the tag from Hirsch, and good arm from the catcher. And Hirsch, he's having himself a day. A couple of hits, a couple of RBIs. Having a pretty good game. And Mullen, who made the tag on that throw out at second base, he'll be stepping to the plate to lead off here in the top of the 5th. Mullen, a LaSalle College High School product, staying at 5'8", 130 pounds. He'll lead things off here in the top of the 5th. Also have a new pitcher on the mound, Matthew Padalek, Marlboro High School, right-handed pitcher. And 6 feet tall, 170 pounds. He's going to get things going. He's coming in relief for Yeager. So we're waiting to get things rolling here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch from Padalecki. One ball and no strikes to Mullen. Second pitch is outside for a ball, so 2 balls and no strikes. And time is called. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. And we reset here. And Mullen steps back in. The pitch from Padalecki. Little low, that's ball 4. So, leadoff man is aboard here for Baseball U Philly. And that'll bring up Jack Sayre, batting 2 in this lineup. Sayre stands at 5'10", 160 pounds. It's a pitch from Padalecki from the stretch. Little low. 5 straight balls. Start off his outing here. From the stretch. Kick, steals, fires, little low. So the catcher head out there in Eckerson. Talk to his pitcher, coming in relief for Yeager. Just going to let him know, hey, take a little breath, take a little deep breath, and settle in. And we're ready to go. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. Little outside. So 7 straight balls. I'd expect Sayre to probably take this pitch here. 3-0, ball 4. So 2 straight walks to start off here in the top of the 5th inning. Mullen and Sayre be the runners on first and second. That'll bring up the Army commit, Ryan Weber, as there'll be another meeting on the mound. Marlins coach will head out there, try and calm down Padalecki a little bit. Six to 1 ball game from Skip Wilson Field. Following us here on BFA live stream, I'm Nick Earnshaw. Remember, you could always check out the Game Changer app. A lot of great stats on there. Box scores, all that good stuff that you can get. As the umpire goes out, meeting has ended on the mound. Padalecki will be ready to go to face his 3rd batter of the inning. Nobody out. 6 to 1 ball game. Runners on first and second. Here in the top of the 5th for Baseball U Philly as Ryan Weber steps to the plate. Pitch is in there. Called strike. Padalecki will get the first strike over to Weber. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Strike 2. Good pitch. 88 on the gun from Padalecki. Able to find his command here. As Weber looks down to third base. Steps out of the box. Steps back into the box. Here's a pitch from Padalecki. That ball is lined over the shortstop's head. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to come around to score. The throw will be cut off, and it is now 7-1. An RBI single for Ryan Weber extends the lead for Baseball U Philly. It is now a 7-1 ball game. Game becoming a little bit out of reach here. The 6-run lead now here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody out as Mikey Kramer steps to the plate. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, a little low for a ball, excuse me. One ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. The pitch. It's grounded to shortstop. And it's bobbled and knocked down, and everybody is safe. Kramer in there. First base after the bobble by the shortstop, Vaccarino. If we could see a replay on that. A little bit of a bobble there by Vaccarino. So the bases are now loaded. First pitch in there for a called strike. Padalek trying to get it rolling. That ball is fouled back, so now he's ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to Hirsch. Hirsch behind the dish for this Baseball U Philly team. And the ball gets past the catcher, and that's going to be another run for Baseball U Philly. A wild pitch from Padalek. And everybody moves up a base. Now runners on second and third. It's an 8-1 ball game. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. As Padalek trying to find his groove a little bit. The wild pitch there after getting ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to Hirsch. Here's the pitch. That ball is lined through a base hit. 1 runner will score. Runner's being sent home from second, and he's going to score. It's an RBI single for Hirsch. 2 runs scored. It is now 10-1 Baseball U Philly as they pour it on. 2 straight games where they have scored 10 runs here in this East Coast Invitational. And they have really broken the game open here. First pitch to Hawks. Little outside for a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. Second pitch a little outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Hawks. Hirsch having a big day. Doing it with his glove behind the dish as well as at the plate. Couple of RBIs, couple of hits. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 Hawks. Top of the 5th inning. Nobody out still. As Baseball U Philly has really poured it on. The bats have gotten going against this Marlins squad. So 3 balls and 1 strike. There goes the runner from first. Hit and run, fouled away. Baseball U Philly has really gotten the bats going in this tournament. They scored 10 runs in both of their games. You know, the Marlins, they had the bats rolling yesterday. They scored 9 runs in the ball game yesterday. Bats silent here, as that's another walk. Padalek has yet to record an out, and now runners on first and second once again here in the top of the 5th. Bring up John Tom Show. The Upper Marion product here in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Beautiful day. Some cloud cover Wind has kind of died down a little bit. It's the next pitch from Padalik. A little low for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike. You're just joining us. 5 o'clock game today between Baseball UCT and the Philly Bandits will be moved to tomorrow. As this ball is fouled away, could be a play for Bell. He can't make it. Just missed it. Great opportunity for Bell over there to try and make a play. Gave a great hustle, but could not come up with the catch. So the count will stay, no balls and 2 strikes. (10-1) here in the top of the 5th inning. Padalik gets his sign. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That ball is lined into right field. It is going to drop for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third, and the ball gets away on the throw in. It is a close play at the plate. Not in time. They can't get the tag out, and the run will score. Dylan Hirsch stopped at third base. The throw in was the cutoff man was missed. And the catcher Eckerson tried to run over and tag the runner Hurst, the catcher on catcher crime, if you may will, at the plate. As we see a replay here, it's a base hit into right field. The throw in was a little wild. Eckerson, close bang play at the plate, but called safe was Hurst. It is now 11-1. Padalik steps off as he checks the runner over at second. Top of the 5th inning, still nobody out as Joseph Beitler from Pennsbury steps in, swinging a miss. No balls and 1 strike. It's really close play at the plate. It's Eckerson, all that gear on, trying to tag Hirsch out. The only play he really had. Good heads-up base running by Baseball U Philly to make it 11-1. Ball's outside. Count will run even. Oh, excuse me. No balls and 2 strikes. Was called a strike. And Padalik steps off. No throw, though, over at second base. It's Hawks has a really big lead at second base. Shortstop Vaccarino behind him gets back. That ball is lined the other way for a base hit. Another run's going to come home. The throw will be cut off. And they just keep pouring it on here in the top of the 5th inning. Baseball U Philly makes it a 12-1 game. Hawks scores from second base. And it looks like we may have a pitching change here on BFA live stream. We'll take a quick step off, but when we come back, we'll have more for you right after this. And we are back here on BFA live stream. New pitcher for the Marlins as Padlick is removed from the ball game. Henry Carbone, St. Mary's High School in Annapolis, Maryland, the new pitcher. And that ball is lined into center field. That's a base hit. And the runners will hold third base. It is a 12-1 game. I'm going to get you some of those lines from the Marlins pitchers. Yeager went 4 innings. He up 10 hits, 6 earned runs, had 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Padlick did not record an out, so his line will be no innings pitched, innings plus. Could look on the line. He gave 5 hits and 6 earned runs with 3 walks and no Ks. The pitch, line back, foul. The ball's in 1 strike. Bases are loaded. Nobody out as Mason Cruz steps to the plate. Pitch. That ball is lined for a base hit. It's past the first baseman and the second baseman. 2 runs are going to score. No, he's thrown out at the plate. That's the first out of the inning. Looked like 2 runs were going to score. Only 1 does. So 13-1 is the score on the base hit. First out of the inning recorded for the NJ Marlins. So 13-1 is the score. Runners on first and second. 1 out. It's Carbone gives up another run. And Aiden Kenny, the newest pitcher for Baseball U Philly, came in relief a little earlier for Martin. He steps to the dish. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. First and second, 1 out. And that ball is lined down the line. It's going to be fair. It's going to roll to the corner. Another run's going to come home. And Kenny, he's going to be in there with a double. And it is now 14-1 as Fryband comes in to score. They are just pouring it on here in the 5th inning. 8 runs here in the top of the 5th inning. A hitting palooza for this Baseball U team out of Philadelphia. And they've batted around as Mullen steps to the plate. Count runs even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mullen today, 3 at-bats, has a base hit, 1 walk as well, struck out once. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So runners on second and third. Score is 14-1, 1 out, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mullen. The pitch in the dirt. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carbone trying to get out of this jam as an offensive outburst by Baseball U Philly. 24 runs in 2 days for this ball club. And the pitch. Breaking ball, fouled away. Like a hanging curveball from Carbone. Just trying to limit the damage here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That ball is lined into center field. It's going to hang up there. It is caught. The runner will not tag. So Mason Cruz will stay over there at third base. And that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. The Marlins trying to get out of this jam. And that'll bring Jack Sayre to the plate. Sayre has base hit in this game as he fouls this one back. Also a walk and a strikeout. Sayre St. Joe's prep kid. Class of 2025. Trying to reach base here and continue to extend the inning for Baseball U Philly. Pitch from Carbone. Fouled away. So Carbone's ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 14 runs. Baseball U Philly has scored in this one today. 18 total hits. Yes, I said that correctly. 18 total hits in this ball game. They've really poured it on with an offensive outburst today. One ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Carbone. Breaking ball. Chopped over to short. It's be a close play. It gets through the shortstop. Vaccarino trying to make the play. Another run will come home. It is now 15-1. An error over there at short by Vaccarino. And Baseball U Philly just continues to pour it on here in the top of the 5th. 9-run 5th inning as they've already batted around. And Ryan Weber, the Army commit himself, steps to the dish. That ball is fouled away down the left field line. Will be into the stands, or into the grass, I should say. So Carbone is ahead in the count. Run over at first. 16-1 the score right now. Inside the pitch. Weber reminded me of Chase Utley a little bit right there. Just didn't even move. Didn't even bother to get out of the way. Nearly hit him. As great Philadelphia Philly. Known for his hit by pitches. As Weber lines one into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Runner from first will go to third base. So he goes from first to third. Weber in with another base hit today. It is his 3rd hit. And he has had himself a day. Also has an RBI. And Weber continues to pour it on here for Baseball U Philly as this inning continues. It's been a nightmare inning for the Marlins. They're just trying to get out of it. And that'll bring up Kramer as he lines one to the second baseman. Can't get it. And another run will score. Kramer with an RBI. Weber's going to go to third. And it is now 17-1. The score here at Skip Wilson Field. And it has turned into a rout. Two outs here for the Marlins. As Hirsch, the catcher, steps to the plate. Hirsch has had himself a day. Defensively, he's been great. Offensively, he's been even better. 4 RBIs for him, 3 hits in this ball game. One pitch, line to the second baseman, and the Marlins, he's safe. Vaccarino, slow getting over to second base. It was tailor-made to get out of this inning. And Coleman, instead of electing to go to first to get the simple out, he elects to go to second. Vaccarino was not there. And runners now on first and second. Be a fielder's choice. And the first pitch from Carbone to Hawks. A little low. So 1 ball, no strikes. 18-1. Your score right now. And that hit Hawks. And as I mentioned earlier, a couple of these Baseball U Philly players reminded me of Utley a little bit. Taking one for the team, the hit by pitch. That can be called if you don't attempt to get out of the way of the pitch, but not called here. And it looks like they're going to end the inning. And I think that's it. Well, looks like we're going to go to the bottom of the fifth after a big inning, 12-run inning for this ball club in Baseball U Philly. We'll step aside right here on BFA live stream. Welcome back to BFA live stream, live from Skip Wilson Field. Nick Earnshaw here on the call as Baseball U Philly really poured it on in the top half of the fifth. This will be the final half inning of the game. So we have a new pitcher for Baseball U Philly, Brody Wojnicki, in the pitch from CB East High School, 2025 graduation year, born in 2006. Gosh, makes me feel old. Pitch, a little upstairs. Yeah, in that top of the fifth inning, they just poured it on. Baseball U Philly, 12 runs, 2 pitchers for the Marlins as they sent out there. And Baseball U Philly just took advantage. Padalik gave up 7 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks. Carbone, 2/3 of an inning, 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned run in that bottom of the half. And he only pitched 2/3 of the inning because they just ended it. The bleeding was that bad. So 2 balls and 1 strike here, the bottom of the fifth. Remember, you can always go to the Game Changer app, check the stats, follow the game feed there. Great tool for these young players. Chance for them to get noticed. And 2 balls and 2, or excuse me, count runs full. Vaccarino fouls this one away. Running into foul territory, but making the play is the first baseman. What a great job by Mason Cruz to get over there for the first out of the inning. And we're 2 outs away from this game being over, and Baseball U Philly winning their first 2 games here in this tournament. Each team's guaranteed 3 games as Ryan Coleman steps to the plate. And it hits him. Did it get the batter or did it get him? Check a replay on this. He seems to be okay. So Coleman, I think it got his bat. I don't think it got him. So umpire says it did. And that's very scary. It did get the bat. It's considered a foul ball. So that's a strike. Coleman able to get out of the way, but hurts him a little bit as that'll be the first strike of the at-bat. It's a pitch. In there, called strike. In case you were wondering, final game for today will be postponed to tomorrow, game 4. Be the 8:30, Bandits and UConn. And strike 3, swing and a miss. As Wojnicki, it was the high cheese. Get him out. And that's a second out. We were 1 out away from this ball game being over. Looking at the schedule for tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. will be that game that was supposed to be played after this. UConn versus the Bandits. 10:45 will be the Marlins 16U versus the Shockers. 1 p.m. will be the Bellringers versus UConn. 3:15 will be U Philly versus the Bandits. And to round things out, will be the U Poconos versus Marlins 17 and 16U at 5:30. Look ahead to tomorrow. The lineup we have. Great slate of games here on BFA live stream. Live from Skip Wilson Field. Benitez to bat for the Marlins. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. 18-1 is the score. And the pitch. Fouled away. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count. 18-1 is the score. Big inning in the top half of the 5th for Baseball U Philly. As this one is lined in the left field. It is deep. Going back on his left fielder. It's going to be over his head. And Benitez, he's going to coast into second base with a double. So, hey, the Marlins keep this game alive here with 2 outs. Benitez with a double. And the Marlins are still alive. They have a lot of work to do if they want to get back into this one. It's the final inning here, bottom of the 5th. I'll bring up Sanson. Sanson in this ball game. 0 for 1. Pitch from Wojnicki. Swing and a miss. Good cut there from Gavin Sanson. Class of 2024. Trying to just keep this game alive and just chip away and cut at this lead that Baseball U Philly has grabbed. Wojnicki, the pitch, a little outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner on second. 2 outs. Offensive outburst by this Baseball U Philly team. A couple of mistakes in the field early on, but they really settled in. And the offense came alive. Ball's in the dirt. Good block. I'll tell you what. This Baseball U Philly team. 28 runs in 2 games. Ridiculous amount. The 1-1 pitch from Wojnicki. Ball is flared over to the third baseman, and it's going to be caught. I think the shortstop got it, and he did. Jack Sayre catches the ball for the final out of the inning, and Baseball U Philly wins in a rout, 18-1. Beautiful day of baseball. That'll be the final game for today as both teams head out there, shake hands. And for everyone involved here, BFA live stream, I want to thank you for tuning in. Skip Wilson Field between this game between the Marlins and Baseball U Philly. 18-1, the final score. Nick Earnshaw here signing off. We'll see you tomorrow right here on BFA.